All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. Now, this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our ad. And that means fewer than 6 out of 100, our ad is getting into fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains. Because if they scroll by, when our ad has never entered their brain. And it means that fewer than 6 out of 100 women have a non-zero chance of buying from us because we need our ad to enter their brain to do that. So unique CTRL represents all these metrics, and we need to get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. The absolute minimum, if there's a unique CTRL that's under 6%, we got massive big problems. 100% of Boudoir Facebook ads can have a unique CTRL above 6%. So unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Super common though. Everyone believes it's normal. Everyone just leaves it alone. Nobody tries to fix it. As everyone believes it's normal, but it's because everyone missed the deeper root cause. So unique CTRL under 6% is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. That deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, the 3 PCM. More on those at the end of the video. So Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. So you can see we're, increasing our universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. Can't get the solution anywhere else. And the way it works is we duplicate the original ad, or the current ad, leave that one alone. We actually treat the duplicated ad. So we don't mess with the ads if they're working. If they're producing results, we just duplicate it. We treat the duplicated one, and then we run them in parallel side by side. The Boudoir Pico treated one and the original. And at the end of the treatment, we keep whichever one has the higher metrics. So once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment. Pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, ADBA. So we got a BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treat that with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment. We become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. Simple jack. So from my residency, first part was finding a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, bringing it to the hospital, testing it, found out its unique CTRL was 4.3%, and then applying the treatment Boudoir Pico. So we did apply Boudoir Pico, it took about a week, and we actually got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend, literally being wasted. So if they're spending 10K a month, 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. Way more efficient. And at $3,700 a month, they no longer have to spend. That was being wasted previously, 100% wasted, given to the Zuckinator. They just pocket it. They keep it right in there, keep it right in their pocket, don't have to spend. It's kind of like a phantom profit, like a phantom bonus. So, and after 12 months, that phantom bonus is what, like 40K, something like that. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. So Boudoir low click syndrome. So we can solve that with Boudoir Pico. So we did. We treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend, being wasted. As a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on that original Boudoir Facebook ad, we now only need to spend 1.6 grand per month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get it into the same, in order to get it literally into the same uh, number of women's brains. And that difference, that $8,400 a month that they now no longer have to spend, they pocket it every single month. They don't have to spend it. It stays kind of as like a phantom profit, a Boudoir Pico profit, whatever. And after 12 months, it's like 100K Boudoir Pico profit, literally by simply having Boudoir Pico treatment once. Finally, we got had a patient come in at my hospital, had his saw his unique CTRL of his Boudoir Facebook ad as 5.03%. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico. It took about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. And we saw that the original was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he had spent 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now he only needs to spend 3.3 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get it into the same number of women's brains. This is the power of the Boudoir Pico treatment. So, and that difference, $6,700 he no longer has to spend. He pockets it. Phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit. Every single month he profits that because he now no longer has to spend it. And he actually, it's like at the end of 12 months, it's like a 80K bonus for him. So we found in real data, out in the real world, real testing, real buyers, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting approximately 50% of ad spend. So, I mean, look at these numbers: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. So, I mean, average those up. What's that? The average will probably be between somewhere between 50 to 60%. So, spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then right off rip, approximately 5K every single month is being wasted. And as a result, we can eliminate that. The Boudoir photographer can pocket that instead of sending it to the Zuckinator and getting zero out of it because it's 100% being wasted. 5K a month, 60K, approximately 5K a month, approximately 60K in the next 12 months. Back in the pocket, kind of like a phantom profit, Boudoir Pico profit. So now we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a, see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this, are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scroll by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other Boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other Boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back-end metrics for or tested myself, 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir Low Click Syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, increasing our increasing our probability of BLCS boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the See More headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So the mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click somewhere on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way, way, way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, as a result, we're actually going to it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking out into the marketplace, seeing it get more and more saturated. It seems like when someone gets a new iPhone, every single day, someone's throwing up a new Google My Business profile up on Google Maps, saying they do boudoir photography, or they get a new camera, they're posting the mom groups on Facebook saying they do boudoir photo shoots. And you see it's just getting, more and more competitive, more saturated, more boudoir photographers. And, you're seeing, inflation, cost of living rise. So you've seen that. So you've actually already been optimizing your business, pulling more profit out of other places in the business, becoming more optimized, same effort, more results type of things, or even less effort, same results, less input, same results. And you have seen what our Boudoir Pico solution can do for others. So spend 10 grand a month on average, it'll approximately save, be able to eliminate 5K a month in wasted ad spend back into your pocket, approximately 60 grand over the next 12 months. And if you want that result with Boudoir Pico, because you want to achieve pre-click alignment, so you become a dominant boudoir advertiser, and you achieve boudoir brain entry boost with your boudoir Facebook ads, because you need that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake, new patient inquiries. And I will, I'm not open for inquiry, not open for new patient intake right now. My DMs are closed. But if we are able to, when I do open up for new patient intake, DM me and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.